It's a pretty frigid December day in our nation's capital. We got our space heaters on full blast up in the booth at FedEx Field. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Washington Commanders. The ball on the tee, we're set for football. And we are underway from FedEx Field. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Hey, report.
Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. Their first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This would be a critical call.
The Ravens send their punter out now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. I know, without even asking, without even looking in your direction, that you are not a fan of that call.
Oh, I wish you would look, Brandon, because I was actually thinking this would be the perfect time for a fake.
Right.
Yeah, you're right. This doesn't make any sense to me at all. This deep in your own territory. Look, I'm all for being unconventional. That part's cool, and I get it. But this deep, I just don't think it was the right time to make that call.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. Taken down at the 30. Here, look at this Baltimore defense. And they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens' 24. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And he's going to have a Commander's first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
This time they'll throw it with Howell. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They run the draw here with Robinson. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can bring things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He'll get this to Flowers, left side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there. Now it's 3rd down and inches. Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. It goes as a gain of 8 and moves the chains.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Jackson on first down. To the right side, into the hands of Flowers. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. You talk about this Washington defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Hey, middle. We change it.
Jackson. That's into the hands of Flowers over the middle. He's already topped his receiving output from a week ago, and we're just in the first quarter as that's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
No, we change it.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
1st and goal, Baltimore.
Three 3-0 after one on EA Sports.
The score, Commanders 3, Ravens nothing.
Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they go to work on a 1st and goal. Dobbins. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now, there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score, Ravens 7, Commanders 3. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
Powell. Down. The Ravens able to get to him. Adafe Owe in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
2 things you can do in that situation. Run and punt the football or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Let's take it at around the 40. Oh, good move. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 48-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 50 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
2nd and 6. Now it's Jackson. Inside the 20 before he's brought down. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season, and that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he'll be out of bounds. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Dobbins. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore.
touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Tucker with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Ravens 14. Commanders 3. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
From the 23, here's a 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, it's Howell. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he's taken down right away at the 39-yard line. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down.
Well, this hasn't really been a first half to remember on either side of the ball. But I think this kind of makes this an important drive. You'd love to get this back to a one-score game if you can. And that's good work there to get some yardage here and pick up the first down.
Robinson up the middle. The solid stiff arm. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Howell slings this deep from McLaurin. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Howell. Over the middle, complete. That's Robinson. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 32-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Howell down to throw it. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And it's 21-3.
Makes the score Ravens 21, Commanders 3.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Out of the air on 1st and 10. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. Oh, and that is incomplete.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
Second and 10. Powell, he'll look to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Second down and 6 now.
Hey, report.
From the gun, it's Jackson. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing, maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And his kick is right there. It's good. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
And Howe will throw it.
Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And now they're in the hurry-up.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Now Howe. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Marcus Williams. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, they're certainly in a bad way right now. Not so bad that you can call this one over already, but bad enough that you know you can't toss an interception to open the second half. This just ratchets up the pressure on this team's defense right now.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
A give. Dobbins trying the right side.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Here's a 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Dobbins.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
A great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Here's Jackson.
Buying time to his left. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
And, Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive.
A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Jamin Davis there to bring him down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson.
And this will be incomplete. This defense trying to do its part. Active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Dobbins running out of the gun. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. 72 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
The slot man in motion right. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
That was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Throwing out left and finding Likely. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's Jackson to throw.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in.
Touchdown, Washington.
Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll let Robinson try and run. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. He gets away from one. That one a first down pickup of 8.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, we just saw the recipe for success right there. Big body, strong, agile, playing with great leverage in hands. Not really able to be blocked on that play. Close things down inside.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. And now Jackson will look to throw it.
Open man is Duvernay.
That's on the guard, Kevin Zeitler. First-round pick back in 2012. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Jackson from the shotgun.
To the sideline and incomplete.
I see the surprisingly face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 45-yard line.
A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
From Commander's territory now, it's 1st and 10
at the 45-yard line.
They go back to the ground with Dobbins. Down to the 42, 2nd down.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Jackson. And a quick throw here that's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 26. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Here's a give to Dobbins. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. Another run here with Dobbins. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 97 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the fourth quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal.
No, we changed it.
From the gun, Jackson.
This defense can use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
Emmanuel Forbes on the coverage.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Throwing is Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to make it fourth down.
I know we saw the pass and the completion, and obviously the resulting loss of yardage. To me, that play broke down with the blocking on it. Because if you're going to try and swing it that far outside, that blocking's got to hold up to give your guy a chance.
In the defense, they weren't fooled at all.
No, not at all. Boy, were they aggressive on that one.
So an important one there as they widen their lead in this fourth quarter.
All right, partner, help me out with the math here. Make sure I am on point, because the way I see it, the other guys still need 2 touchdowns, but in addition, a 2-point conversion. So this is all about them playing perfect football from here on out.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Second down, Howell back to pass.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Well, they have the yards anyway, so they're going to decline the penalty. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Here's Howell. Throwing it Terry McLaurin's way again, and he's got it. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You've got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
And once more, Howell back to the air.
Open man is Samuel, complete.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
That penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. On 1st down, Howell.
He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, I mean, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get them much. Maybe a yard, and that's all.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense.
It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Second and 9 now from the 21.
This is Davenport. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. This offense so far on third down, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7.
13. Nice shot.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The keeper good for only 4, and that's going to lead to a 4th down. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. The Ravens send their punter out now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Taken right about the 40. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Taking a shot for Samuel. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Powell. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Well, there's still hope, but it's dwindling fast. No timeouts left. They need 2 scores still. 1st and 10 here. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete.
And while it's probably going to take a miracle at this stage, if they come down with this one in the end zone, they've still got a fighting chance. That one, however, winds up incomplete.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Here's Howell. And this one is incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Howell to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Here we go. This is 4th down.
A loss of 7. It's 4th down.
And now what's this? They fake the spike. He'll throw it. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Here we go, shot.
The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here.
Let's go now.
One final kneel down here as it comes inside the 42nd mark, and that should be enough to put this one on ice.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Baltimore, the final 3 weeks are going to tell the story for them as they move to 9-5 with the win.
And they will head back home next week.
Meanwhile, for the Commanders,
the season is really nosediving now as they fall to 2-12. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.